So, one of my biggest regrets that I want to give advice to you about right now was ever stepping foot in the gym. And I guess that's kind of a not a crazy claim, but it's kind of like a pivotal pillar of self improvement that everybody tells you to do. And it's almost like considered like this objectively good thing. And for a lot of people, it is objectively good. For a lot of people, it has definitely made a big change in their lives, building some muscle and getting leaner, And I'm not denying the benefits of exercise and how it can make you feel good, getting a sick pump, working out with your friends. It could be like a social kind of thing, bench pressing, all that kind of stuff. It's a good feeling for sure. But if I were to do it all over again, what I would instead do is just work out for like 6 months, do full body that whole time, like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and eat high protein just for 6 months, maybe a year maximum. And then I would probably like this for 6 months, I would bulk up, gain like 15 pounds, and then I would cut to 10% body fat the next 6 months. And then that's it. And then I'd be done with it. It would be out of my brain. I don't think that the gym is good for the body. I think it's very taxing. I think it's very stressful to the body long term. I think it does age you, which is okay. But I think over a prolonged period of time, it does. I think it's harmful to the joints. I think it takes up a lot of time. I think it's very annoying mentally. I think it doesn't do that much for attractiveness unless you're trying to boost your sexual market value, which is not necessarily attractiveness. That's just being able to pull in like a party setting. But if you're just trying to, meet a nice girl who has a nice face, of course, having a good physique will, be beneficial, which is why I told you to do that bulk and then cut. But then once you're at 10% body fat and you have a decent amount of muscle, you've pretty much maximized your ROI for, being lean and attractive, and the amount of muscle that you have that girls find attractive. In my opinion. That's basically it. I think it's really time consuming. I think it's like almost a poison in the head. Maybe it's just because I went too extreme with it. I definitely dealt with a little bit of like eating disorders. I remember gaining like a bunch of weight and going up all the way to like 180, which for me is like a pretty heavy weight, and my face being like very, very puffy, and then having to deal with cutting down again, which took like 20 times more discipline doing that, when I should have just never bulked in the first place. Yeah, I remember going like 6 days a week. It's just I guess the main thing is the time consumption and the extreme changes in diet. And most people will say, "Oh, the diet change that occurs when you work out is good." I would say sort of, if you know what you're doing. If I were to do it again, I would still continue to have a higher protein diet. So like drink things like raw milk, beef liver. I would have I wouldn't have too many carbs. I wouldn't have too many fruit either. Maybe some honey, a lot of beef, eggs, but cooked sunny side up. And then the meat is also cooked like rare or like, yeah, rare. That's how I eat it. Fish is good too, but make sure it's wild caught. And all these things have to be grass fed, butter. And if you're craving, a treat during the week, you could obviously have some like, treats like, I don't know, ice cream, like a cookie every now and then, but keep it to a minimum. And one thing for sure, unless you have everybody who says that they don't count calories, some of them are telling the truth, but they don't have to count calories because they have a small appetite. If you're one of those guys who has a big appetite, you need to track calories. I track my calories every single day. I always make sure to get 2,000 on the dot. And I think tracking is very, very important. I guess that's about it. Don't waste your time in the gym. The main things that are important for self-improvement is losing weight, which the gym could help with, but it's like 80% diet, in my opinion. And main things for self-improvement is being lean and looking good, and making some money online. And the two best ways to make money online after a long period of research, and there's a lot of ways to make money online, and this could definitely be debated. Some people might say, there's like some immoral ways, like starting a fake OnlyFans account with AI. There's a bunch of different ways, but in my opinion, for me, it's e-commerce and cryptocurrency. And that might sound a bit funny when I say it like that, but once you get into it, you realize that they're pretty good business models if you have the right connections and if you consume the right content. That's about it. Hope this helps. Peace.